Hello, I hope you're having a great day. So today I am going to start some anemones, and the first thing I need to do is it looks like I need to soak them for about 6 hours. So I set up my kitchen. I have a little basket here. I've put my anemones in the bag. I'll show you how I did that in a second. And then I have some anemones here on the counter. So I'm going to be real upfront and honest. I've never grown anemones before, and I do not have a high tunnel, and I do not have low tunnels, and our ground is frozen, so I can't like make a low tunnel or do anything like that. But I did have 400 anemones, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get them pre-sprouted, and I don't have anywhere also that's like 50 degrees. So you're supposed to I'm going to show you the whole process, but after I get done soaking them and putting them in the soil, I need to find somewhere that's 50 degrees. And we are keeping that farmhouse at about 50 degrees, maybe 40 degrees, just like so the water pipes and stuff like that don't burst. So after I get them done, I think I'm going to go let them sit out there for 2 weeks, check in on them when I run the dogs, and we're going to see how that works. And then after the 2 weeks is up, I guess I will be finding out what I'm going to do with them. So you'll have to stay tuned. Subscribe to see more about the anemones. So right now I need to soak my anemones for about, it says 5 to 6 hours. So I'm going to do about 6 hours. And the reason that you soak them is because they're in this little hard shelled dormant stage, and they will plump up really big, and then we'll get them into soil, and then they will start to like pre-sprout. And what this is going to do is it will actually bring flowers on earlier in the season. Where I'm going to plant these flowers, I have yet to figure that out. But I figured I would get this process started, and I had 2 weeks to figure out where I'm going to put them in the ground once they sprout. So you can plant your bulbs outside, but I'm in Iowa zone 5, and I think I don't even know, I think it's about 10, 20 degrees outside today. And if an anemone bulb goes below 25 degrees, it tends to rot and not be any good. So I'm just gonna get my bags ready and dump my anemone corns into the bags, and I just wanna make sure that I make a label to put into the bag as well, so that I know where or what type of anemone is when I pull it out of the water. So I just wanted to get out, just for a point of reference, these anemones. So I got out a quarter, a nickel, a penny, and a dime. And to me, I'll get here close, it looked like that one really was about the size of the nickel. It's a little smaller, well, it's like a little smaller than the quarter, like this way, but it's really close to the nickel. And then I thought this one was really close to the penny. So I'm gonna fill up, I have a bucket of water, or a bucket right now in my sink. I put all my anemones in these bags, and then I put a tag in each one. So I'm just gonna fill this up with lukewarm water. And I'm just gonna let my anemones soak in that. And then every like 30 minutes or whenever I come around the kitchen, I'm just gonna trickle some water in, because a lot of people put aerators in and let the air like circulate the water, but I don't have an aerator. So I'm just gonna do it this way. I've seen a lot of people do it with success, so I'm not too worried. And I'm just gonna put these other two that I showed you on the nickel and the penny, I'm just gonna throw them in the water. I know what type they are, so I'm gonna put them in there so that in like 6 hours, I can put them out and compare them again to all of the coins and just see how much they grew. I think it'll be a fun experiment. And so now I'm gonna let these soak for like 6 hours in this tub. And then I will be able to put them in the potting soil. So I'm in zone 5, and I know a lot of people might have started them if they had the low tunnels. They probably started them a couple weeks ago. I might be getting a late start. It's actually my first year just to kind of see how they perform. I'm going to see what they do and see how much I love them. They look beautiful. So I am trying a Carmel series, and then I have one that's a Jerusalem series. And I have been reading up quite a bit on them, and it looks like there might be a perennial one for Iowa, but it doesn't look quite as gorgeous. So I don't know, maybe I can find that one some year, leave it in the ground, and I'll just have them come back every year. But for now, I'm gonna go with these varieties and see, you know, if I dig out the corms and clean them up and then replant them next year, or how that all works out. Okay, it's been 6 hours. And those corms have clumped up quite a bit from when I initially put them in. Not a ton, but they're definitely bigger than when we started. Okay, so it's been a long day, and these have been soaking for 6 hours. So now I have gotten some potting soil, just a little bit moist. I've laid it on the bottom of some trays, and I'm gonna put the anemone on top and then sprinkle some more dirt over it. I have my 3 trays of 400 anemones, and now I just need to find a place to store them at 50 degrees. All right, so I made it out to the old farmhouse, and I hear the heater going, so it's a good sign. It's so cold out today. I put a temperature gauge, so I should be able to check the temperature in a few days, and it might be between 40 and 50, so we'll see if they sprout. It's worth a try. Okay. So we brought this old table out here, and I just set them on it. Now I'm hoping that was just in my car, and it's slowly dropping. Right now it's saying it's about 65, but it's going down. I'll be able to check it again tomorrow, but they're my little 3 trays, so I hope nothing gets them. So anyway, I think that's about that. We'll just see how they do. My first time trying anemones. We'll see if the old farmhouse is a good place to pre-sprout them. Hope everybody has a fantastic day.